This is Mark Feld from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. This is Dan Green. Notice the beautiful long flowing locks of his. He came down from San Jose, California to train at Super Training and to personally kick my ass. You also see Max Aida there in the background. He has a little bit of a hammy injury, so he didn't do much on this day. Dan ended up working up pretty heavy, as you're going to see in a little bit. But notice his form. Notice how he's able to externally rotate those knees, able to externally rotate those hips and open up at the knees and really make a lot of room for himself to get into perfect position when he does his deadlifting. And notice how I don't do the same thing, how I end up deadlifting kind of like shit. Here's Mr. Robot Pants. We have a guest speaker with us today, Christopher Bell from the director of Bigger, Stronger, Faster, and he can commentate perhaps a little bit on Dan Green's beautiful long wrestling, pro wrestling locks.
Nice. That's some nice hair. I mean, nice hair goes along good with a good deadlift. And that's a nice deadlift there. Like the way he just pulled right up.
You know, what I'm wondering though is, could the guy, find a pair of jeans with a giant ass like that? Probably not, would be the answer.
They make some. I'm watching these commercials for Wrangler lately. They talk about the U-cut.
Ah.
So that might help him.
I'd imagine with an ass that big that you definitely need baby wipes.
He is one tough customer. So
notice the backwards hat, the long hair, the belt, and people want to say he's lifting wrong. I beg to differ. I think he's getting at least 50 pounds out of the hair, 25 out of the hat, 50 from the belt. I mean, he's really doing very minimal work here.
And an extra 10 pounds out of those motions. They're like signaling to the gods or something.
Yeah, he's kind of got a hip motion that Elvis would envy if he was still alive.
I mean, like, look at this. He's like lifting air right here.
Notice the slingshot logo is not totally cropped out of the picture. That is not by accident.
Everybody in your gym leans on shit. Everybody.
Yeah, that's me leaning on something, getting a break, watching Dan Green pull 771. Good strong pull by him. He's able to go up a little heavier. And here you can watch myself embarrass myself and miss this weight not only once but twice.
Not once but twice. Ow!
And my excuse is that I'm not strong enough yet. But my shoes are tied too tight. You can see how bright the sun is. Who can lift in these kind of? It was really hot. Who can lift in these conditions? I'm sweaty. Trying to get myself in a position. Not horrible.
Looks to me like you're. I don't know anything more than you, obviously, but it looks like your butt was a little high. Do you have a problem getting down underneath it?
Yeah, I don't squat down a whole lot when I pull because I can't move like this guy. Watch this guy force his knees way out.
This guy's got a crotch.
Yeah. He told me he likes to pretend he's trying to dip his balls on the bar, which I thought was not only disgusting but impressive.
I dip my balls in it.
You can see he did kind of a double yanker there.
Oh man!
And he pulled it right out of his hands. So here rather than punch my leg, I decided to punch myself in the face.
That doesn't help.
It doesn't help with much of anything. If you think you hear like a fan blowing in the background, it's because there is one. Because I'm sweating my ass off while I'm doing this in my living room here. So here's 771. I figured, you know what? It went horrible the first time. Let's make it go a little bit worse the second time. And this is me trying to lift in powerlifting gear. Keep in mind that Dan Green
ass down.
Wasn't lifting with any powerlifting gear.
See, that's the problem I have, though. I have the same problem. I can't get my ass down far enough.
You don't need to get your ass down a ton. It's kind of a misconception in some ways. You don't need to squat the weight up when you do a sumo deadlift. I mean, it looks really horrible because I'm missing the weight, and it looks worse than it really is. But you want your hips lower than your shoulders, definitely. But most people can't stack their hips up the way this guy can. You got to keep in mind, this guy is on track for some world records at 220 pounds, and he has a chance to be one of the better lifters in the entire world. So
he's pretty shredded. He looks like a cross between Thor and Triple H.
When I first met him, he was kind of doing CrossFit-y like stuff, and he did like 60 reps in a row on a pull-up. Look at that. Almost blew his O-ring out, but I'll give that one to him. Good strong pull. 815 pounds right there.
That's huge for a 220.
And he's 240 right here, but he drops a lot of weight.
We'll give him a bigger, stronger, faster approved deadlift on that. Now he's going off a plate.
This is called a deficit deadlift, and he's got like at least 5 or 6 inches of a deficit. I don't know why.
He's gonna have to talk to Obama about fixing the deficit.
Fixing his deficit. I don't know why he ended up going so heavy on this, other than the fact that he says that he enjoys having deadlift parties. And I told him, I said, I will not be showing up anytime soon in San Jose for any deadlift parties.
San Jose deadlift party.
I don't know what kind of weight that is. I want to say it's like 705, if you can believe that. It's
nice,
unbelievable.
nice.
And that is it from supertraining.tv. Later.